Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to a new pick a card, pick a pile style reading where we're going to be answering the question, am I on his mind or am I on her mind? So this is definitely going in deep on the relationship, the connection between you and your divine masculine or divine feminine, whether you see them as your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved. None of the labels matter. All that matters is how you feel in your heart. If you're new to this channel, my name is Dr. V, and I'm so excited to have you here. We do really deep, soulful love readings to help you along this journey to either union or reunion with that special person. Now, if you've been in some form of separation or struggle in this connection, all the more why these readings are designed to help bring you clarity and confidence as you move forward so that you can make the best possible decisions for yourself. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button and join this incredible Live Tarot family. We are extremely loving and supportive of each other on this journey. Also, make sure that if you like this video, you do give me a thumbs up as it helps the channel. It means a lot to me. And make sure you leave me a comment and let me know what you think of your reading. Now, we haven't done an affirmation of the day in a long time. So today I'm going to give you an affirmation. And I want to make sure that you put it in your vibration, live it today, live it every day, and go ahead and include that in the comment box below as you're stating, yes, this is my affirmation. This is what I'm going to be doing. You can always include it along with your comment on the reading. So today's affirmation is, my future is beautiful. I think it is so perfect for the fact that we are, oh my gosh, almost at a new year. So close now. So yes, my life is beautiful because it is. My future is beautiful because it is. I hope that after this, we put this difficult 2020 behind us. And as we get into this bright new energy of the new year, you carry on that beauty with you. That, you know what, whatever this year was, I dealt with it as best as I could. And now this year, my future is so bright. It is so beautiful. And I am absolutely ready for it. All right, so now moving on to your card choices. So if you're new to pick a pile, pick a card style readings, what I will do is give you a few moments of silence so you can choose which of these piles resonates more with you. You can close your eyes, you can take a deep breath, you can meditate upon which of these do you feel intuitively guided to. Now you can pick one, you can pick two, you can pick three, or you can pick all of them and take the messages that resonate for your situation and leave the rest. So your first choice here is weaving flowers. Your second choice here is bloom. And your third choice here is rose garden. Okay, I'll give you a few moments of silence here. All right, before we begin, I just want to let you know that if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I've created, especially for all of you who are on this journey to love, abundance, and success. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with group number one here. All right, my beautiful ones who chose weaving flowers, here is your reading answering the question, am I on his or her mind? And if so, what are they thinking of me? What are they thinking of our connection? What do they want from our connection? What are their deepest thoughts, emotions? And what are some specific messages from their higher self? What would they say to me at this time if they could? What is it that they are not able to fully convey? Okay, so what I'm getting here is definitely energies of separation. Okay, so I do feel that both of you have been in some form of struggle or separation at this time. Either you have minimal contact, which is kind of very up and down, very like, you know, you may get a few messages here and there, or I'm also feeling for some of you that your love is communicating with you, but it's like they communicate and then they go run and hide. They communicate and then they go run and hide again. And I feel that this back and forth movement between the two of you has been incredibly difficult. Okay, it has put a lot of stress on your relationship, and it has made you wonder whether you should continue on, even if they do come back. Because I do feel that right now there is definitely some sort of breakdown of communication. We are having issues here of being able to very simply address what the problem is. So I do feel that your love, they're having a very hard time finding the right words, being able to explain to you what is exactly going on with them. And I do think that there is definitely some sort of embarrassment, some sort of shame, some sort of not being able to step up to their responsibility for the commitment that they made to you or they wanted to make towards you as their partner in life. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting here is that yes, you are definitely on their mind, because I'm getting an energy here of a lot of deep regret and a lot of remorse over not being able to fully give you what it is that you deserved in this connection. See, you are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. And we're getting this regret card, which is all about remorse, life regrets, loss, and start making empowered choices. So the really good thing here, the energy here that I'm seeing though, even though they've had a hard time taking responsibility for their actions, the good thing here is that they have a lot of remorse and regret over that. And what they would like to do is to make more empowered decisions in this connection, okay? Because of this Four of Swords energy, this tells us that your twin flame, soulmate, your love, they have definitely stepped back and stepped away for some form of time in this connection. But you know what? You may have thought that that has been a bad thing. And you may have even had some sort of fears that, oh, does this mean that they've forgotten all about me? Because I do feel for some of you, it may have even been some form of a period of time where you haven't heard from them for at least a month, 2 months, 3 months. Some of you, I'm also feeling like maybe 6 months or so. So I feel like for some of you who are in this position where you haven't heard from them, or maybe you've heard from them a little bit over a few months now, I'm feeling that there's definitely been a lot of fear coming out in you about whether your love has moved on without you. You've been wondering, like, have they forgotten me? Have they forgotten the love that we shared? Have they forgotten all of these beautiful memories that we have built together? Have they truly just kind of, thrown me away, set me aside? Will I ever even hear from them again? And I can totally feel how that is so natural, especially when we haven't heard from somebody in a long time. But what I'm feeling here from your love is that this time period has actually had the opposite effect, because I am feeling that initially, when there may have been some sort of an issue where you guys decided to stop communicating, or they stopped communicating with you, I feel like they went through a little bit of a period of where they were like, oh, you know what, I think I'm doing the right thing here. It's like they tried to convince themselves that they're doing the right thing, that it's time for them to move on, that it's time for them to, you know, focus in on their material life, because we're getting this Pentacles energy here. It's like they tried to forget you by focusing on the material world. Okay, with this Page of Pentacles, it's like they may have tried to, do activities like, take classes, educate themselves in some way. They tried to do whatever they could to change up the energy. They may have even have been trying to get a different job or a new kind of a career, or they're trying to make more money. But what they were trying to do was replace that heart space energy, that emotion, the deep emotions that they were feeling for you. And I do feel that they were also obsessively thinking of you. So there's been a lot of this going back and forth in their mind over and over again about, how they feel about you, what they think of you, seeing your face, seeing in their mind's eye, right? Like seeing, reenacting or replaying moments that you shared together. But I feel like those memories and moments were so painful for them, that what they tried to do, or what they're trying to do right now, is to, like I said, focus on other things. Either they're like trying to educate themselves about something, kind of deep diving into a particular hobby, something that makes them feel good, either taking classes or trying to earn more money, trying to better their career, get a promotion, or maybe even change careers. But what I'm feeling here is that all of that is actually good for them, as in it is definitely good for them. And it will be definitely good for the two of you together when you move forward. But what it's not doing is it's not helping them to forget you, even though they were trying to do that and it didn't work for them, because ultimately you are their soulmate. Like, you are also their absolute, divine feminine, divine masculine, their queen, their counterpart. So it's, while all of this has helped them to improve their material life, and I feel like that when you guys do reconcile, because I feel very much that you will. So not only are you so deeply on their mind, but I do feel that they want to come back to you. They want to reconcile with you. I feel that this time that you've had off is actually been wonderful for them to grow in terms of what they actually can even offer to the relationship. So they've definitely gained some confidence here in their material world. Like I said, they may have been starting to earn more money. They may have gotten a promotion, or they may have gotten a new kind of job, or learned a new skill. I'm also feeling with this Page of Pentacles, they may have learned a new skill that is bringing them in a lot more money. So I feel like all of that is going to be really, really good for them, because it's helping boost their self-confidence. It's helping them to believe in themselves more than they did before. And so when you guys do come back together and reconcile, that is going to be a really strong foundation that they have, that's going to really boost their self-esteem, and is in turn going to make them a better partner to you. Because I do feel that one of the things that your love has definitely struggled with here is codependency. Addictions are affecting their life. So again, this can be addictions on the spectrum, right? It can be anything from really negative energy, really pessimistic gratitude. They may suffer from some sort of anxiety or depression. They may not feel very optimistic about life, to all the way to addictions that are a little bit more serious. So I do feel that somewhere in their past, they have dealt with codependency, either toxic behaviors on of their own, or dealing with toxic people or behaviors that are around them. And because of that, I feel that that was one of the main reasons why they had come to a very stuck energy when it comes to you, as in they were not able to move forward in this connection the way that they wanted to move forward. And, I do feel that you tried very hard to help them through whatever this was. And I think that you also did very much encourage them to take responsibility for their part of this, because I do feel that one of the reasons why, again, you guys went into some form of struggle or separation is because they refused to take responsibility. I feel like for some of the actions that they took, some of the things that they said were very, very hurtful to you. And they were very, very hurtful to them in their life, as in like they needed to come out of this more immature energy of this Page of Pentacles and start taking responsibility. And I feel like this is something they have definitely struggled with. I'm also feeling that for some of you, this may be the kind of person who, when things go wrong in their life, they are used to blaming other people instead of taking responsibility themselves. They tend to want to push off responsibility onto situations and other people, saying like, oh, it was because of them. This one did this to me, or that one did that to me. That wasn't fair, and that put me on the wrong path, and I couldn't deal with it. And, if that hadn't happened to me, then I know I would have been in a better place, and that kind of thinking. And I do feel that many of you have really struggled with your love on that, as in you struggled in accepting that part of them because you could see that they didn't want to take personal responsibility. So what I'm feeling here, though, again, from this Four of Swords energy, which your love has been in, which has really kind of given them a lot of clarity. It's made them open their eyes to these aspects of themselves, and they needed to do that work. And I do feel that they may have needed that time away from you to do that work, to finally take responsibility and shape shift. This energy right here is a really good energy for realizing that it is time to shift your mindset. It is time to shift from where you are, because your judgment has been clouded, right? Like these clouds have really been clouding your true vision. They have not been letting you see who you really are. They haven't been letting you see what your true issues are that you really need to shift in order to have this love. And so they've definitely been in an unknown territory, with that, stepping back from you, stepping away from you. They have definitely been in uncharted territory. But see, it is exactly where your love needed to be in order to do this work. I don't think they were going to start taking responsibility until they stepped into this, wow, I may have lost the love of my life. I've lost my soulmate. I did this to myself. I need to start taking responsibility. This is a totally new place that I've never been in. But you know what? I really regret my actions, and I need to do something to shift. Okay, so there's a major shift coming here from your love, which is really lovely. And what I love about this energy as well is that it's going to, this shape shifting that they are doing right now is going to create movement in your relationship, movement forward, because this Travel card to me is very much like the Chariot's energy, as in your love is now taking responsibility. They are now shifting. They are shifting their mindset. They're shifting the way that they look at themselves and look at you and this connection. And now they want to move it forward. See, movement, meeting, adventure, be ready for new experiences. They're ready to make that big move forward. They're going to shift, okay? And they're going to want to make this movement towards you, because look at their specific messages from their higher self to you. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time, right? Like they weren't, right? In their lack of taking responsibility, they weren't sharing what their true feelings were. And look at this. They did for some time try to move on from you, right? That's this energy right here that we had of them trying to work on their material life, trying to forget you, trying to stop obsessively thinking about you, but none of this worked. But it did help them to create better things in their material world so that as they come back to you and make you an offer again, as they ask for your forgiveness, now you have an even better foundation to renew this connection. See, I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. There's still hope for us if you can take me back. Can you forgive and forget? Right? So this is really beautiful. So absolutely, you have been so much on their mind. Yes, you have inspired them to shift. Yes, they want to move forward. Yes, they want to come back and rebuild this with you. And this is your final advice from Spirit as you move forward. Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Okay, so make sure that as you move forward in this connection, right, whatever you decide, if you want to take them back, if you want to forgive them, if you want to start over again, just make sure that you always honor yourself, honor your own emotions, be in touch with who you are, manage your energy, and always focus on what is your highest well-being. All right, so make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this reading. Also, make sure you put our affirmation of the day in the comment box below. And that affirmation is, my future is beautiful. My future is stunningly beautiful. Of course, if you'd like to have a private reading with me or order any of these oracle decks, the link to all of that is in the box below. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love you so much. I'll see you all on the next video. Hello, my lovely ones who chose Bloom. Here is your reading. We are answering the question, am I on his or her mind? So we're going to be looking at whether your twin flame, soulmate, beloved is thinking of you. If so, what exactly are they thinking of you? How are they feeling about you and this connection at this time? What are their energies towards you? What are their intentions towards you? What actions would they like to take towards you and this connection? So we're going to be looking at all of that. Wow, you have some really, really beautiful cards coming through here, guys. Wow. Just lovely, lovely energies. Give me one moment here to see these cards. Wow. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that there has definitely been some sort of stepping back energy here. I'm getting the feeling that there was something unconventional about your relationship. Either you guys are, you come from either very different upbringings, very different backgrounds. You may even be living in different towns, cities, states, or even different countries. This may be for some of you, this may even be a long distance relationship. This may be the kind of relationship that has certain very physical struggles, right? As in, like, it may be distance, it may be other responsibilities, it may be physical distance. But I feel like whatever this is, that this connection has been very different for both of you. This is a connection that has been extremely unique in the sense that neither of you have ever really met anyone like this before. Okay, so that's why I'm feeling that you may have gotten off to a little bit of a rocky start here, as in it may have taken the two of you some time, because I'm also feeling like an opposites attract kind of energy. So I'm wondering if when you guys first met, whether you felt that you were quite the opposite, like quite opposites. Like if you were an introvert, they're an extrovert, or you vice versa, like you are an extrovert and they're an introvert. You may have felt like this very strong, very powerful draw to one another. But I feel like it may have come from that opposing yin yang type of energy, where it's like, you're like, wow, you know, this person is so different from me. It's almost like everything that I would do in a current situation, they would do the opposite. Like, I just feel like we are such opposites, and yet our attraction is magnetic. So this is definitely opposites attract kind of energy. And look at this, you guys. The reason why, even though you feel that you are so different, but yet so deeply connected, it's because of this. Look at this. You guys are definitely soulmates or twin flames, depending on how, you're seeing your journey. There is a definite deep connection here. But like I said before, I do feel that there is some sort of struggle or separation here because you guys were so different. So I'm feeling that this may also have been a question for some of you of also timing. So not only is it kind of an opposites attract energy, but it's also some sort of energy of like the time wasn't the best time for you guys to have met. There are conditions in place that weren't really very helpful or useful for you guys. Like, it's like you almost felt like when you met and as you were getting to know each other, as you were deeply connecting, there was some sort of energy where you both felt like, wow, I just feel like things are working against us, like the timing is against us. All of the responsibilities we have or certain distractions we have is against us. So you guys were really struggling with trying to find the path, okay? Struggling with how to find some sort of a happy medium, because I do feel that there was some sort of maybe extreme situations that you may both have been going through at the time that were also really getting in the way of this deeper connection that you both wanted to have. So it's like, I think both of you really had to struggle with having the willingness to want to deal with all of the issues, because I do feel that there may have been multiple issues going on here. And eventually it feels to me that kind of like these issues kind of really took over, as in like they became more, the momentum of these issues became more and more difficult for you guys to handle. Okay, and so I feel like this may have led to some sort of arguments, some sort of drama or disappointments. I feel like for some of you, even you may have had a confrontation, because I'm also feeling the energy of somebody confronting the other, as in when things got really difficult, one of you had to kind of make some sort of an ultimatum here that, look, it can't go on like this. Okay, the way things have been going are not working. We're not being honest with each other. See, I do feel that as things got more difficult between the two of you, I feel that one or both of you kind of stopped being fully honest about your thoughts and feelings because you didn't want to rock the boat. I feel like you got to a point where you're like, you know what, whatever I'm feeling right now, if it's not positive, if it's kind of negative, if I feel like criticizing, or if I feel like speaking my truth of saying, hey, I'm not happy, or I don't like the way things are going, I don't like the way this is going, it's like you really suppress that. You suppressed it, they may have suppressed it, you both may have gone into this kind of like, let's just be nice to each other. Let's not be truthful right now. Let's just kind of keep the peace. because I do feel an energy of both of you wanting to keep the peace because you didn't want whatever these tensions were to get worse and worse. But unfortunately, in the process of that, you kind of both lost the truth. As in, whatever was your truth for each of you kind of got lost in this process of trying to just keep the peace. So that's why we're getting this discovering truth. It's like you stand in the light of truth. And I feel like this energy is coming back around, as in one of the things that they are truly thinking about. And just to answer the basic question, are you on their mind? Yes. Absolutely yes, because look at this, 10 of Cups. You are constantly on their mind. What they're imagining is what they want with you or could have had with you if you guys hadn't had to step away from each other. So I feel like somebody ran here as things got difficult, as also you weren't able to actually be honest. I feel like instead of being honest about what you were truly thinking and feeling, one or both of you may have run away from this because you just couldn't stand to be dishonest anymore. You just couldn't suppress, you couldn't hold down the truth. You couldn't keep it inside anymore. And so as things felt that there were so much pressures, too much pressure on you, one or both of you may have escaped from this situation. See, escape from emotion and confusion on the run. All right. So there is definitely this energy here of that kind of emotional withdrawal, that running, then going into this Hermit's energy. So again, I'm feeling though that there is definitely a mirroring going on here, in the sense that it's not just them or you who has run, but I feel like both of you may have gone into this Hermit's energy because you really didn't have any other space to go to. You felt like you had run out of options here. You felt that you had tried to approach whatever your problems were from many different angles. Okay, because I feel like both of you really tried really, really hard. You knew that this was a difficult situation. You knew that your relationship was unconventional. Like, it's different. It's not like the kinds of relationships that people normally are having in the world, right? There's something very unique, something very special and different about this relationship that made it all the more precious to both of you. But unfortunately, sometimes when we do have a lot of differences or challenges that are within us, either within us emotionally as well as outside of us physically, like in terms of distance or other obstacles, it is really hard for us to get over that unconventional or the different aspects of that relationship that makes it so challenging. And so I do feel that there was also, for the internal struggles that you may have been going through, I also feel that there was definitely an issue of self-worth here, of values, self-esteem, confidence. Somebody needed to empower themselves more in life, and they weren't doing that. Like, they weren't living up to what their true potential was, and they were missing out on something beautiful here because they weren't seeing the ways in which they are worthy of it. And I do feel that some of this is coming more from them than from you. I feel that, the other reason why, like, you are so much on their mind, even if they've gone into this Hermit's energy, is because they keep seeing what was possible with this 10 of Cups. I do feel the energy of fantasizing. I feel like your love, your twin flame or soulmate, even if they're in hermit mode, even if they have run from this connection at this time, I feel that what they are doing is really deeply fantasizing. They're like going over and over in their mind and in their fantasies of what could have been, what kind of life you could have how they could have made this work, how you could have really built an incredible life together. And this, I feel, is just killing them. Okay, there's an energy here of their deepest instinct. Okay, I love this wolf's energy here because I feel very clearly that your loves deepest instinct here is to be with you. And the fact that right now they have run or are in this Hermit's energy tells me that they are going against their deepest instinct. Okay, and that is really dissipating their energy. You know, it's really making them feel so down, because when we go against what our true instincts are, when we go against the call of our own heart and soul, because we're making up excuses, or because we don't have the self-worth, because we feel like we're not worthy, or we don't deserve this kind of love, or whatever it is, like, you know, whatever that negative self-talk is in our heads, it's like we come up with excuses as to why we should deprive ourselves, not why we should give to ourselves. You know, that's the saddest thing of all. I do feel strongly that your love is going through, or has been going through, that energy of, okay, depriving themselves instead of giving themselves what they need. And again, I feel that when you deprive yourself for various issues that you may have, either it's deservability, or it's self-esteem, or it's you feel that you're not worth it, you feel that you don't deserve to have this kind of love, this kind of happiness in your life, you are literally going against what is your greatest instinct. Because I feel like as human beings, our greatest instinct is to open up our hearts to love, is to let our walls down and allow ourselves to love and to be deeply loved in return. So I definitely feel that in terms of you being on their mind, you are incredibly on their mind, okay, with this Ten of Cups. They are going around in circles right now, dreaming of you, thinking of you, seeing you everywhere they go. Every moment, I can even sense that even during the work day, like as they may be working, they can't get you out of their mind. Like they work and then they see you. They work and then they think of you. They work and then they have memories of you. I feel like you are in every fiber of their being here, but they are going, or they have been going against that instinct. But I'm feeling like they're not going to be able to do that for long. I feel like this energy here is it's really slowing them down. Like it's removing all of their energy, because they're going against what they really want to do. And that's why I feel that they are coming around back into a willingness, right? Because I feel like for some period of time, especially because it seems like there was some sort of, like I said, confrontation, or some sort of ultimatum, or something that went on that kind of made either one or both of you run from this. Now they are coming back around, right? Now they're coming back around with this willingness of wanting a new beginning. This is so beautiful. Ace of Wands. They want to do something new. They want to take action towards you and this connection, because look, you are their soulmate, their twin flame. You are the love of their life. They are willing, wanting, desiring now to do something differently. This is also a very passionate energy. So I do feel that there's a lot of passion and excitement between the two of you. Remember I said, because you're like this opposites attract, there's like really strong magnetic energy between the two of you. So it's only a matter of time before you are pulled back to one another, like those magnets that you are. Because look at these specific messages that are coming from their higher self to you. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship that you deserve. Our relationship was different and special. Other people didn't understand it. And I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. That's why I'm feeling like whatever falling out that you guys had here, whatever confrontation or ultimatum or discussion or disagreement that led to this Hermit's energy, that led to this running, is coming back around full circle, because they have been working on this. They have been working on their self-worth. They're working on discovering their truth and being able to speak their truth, and being able to now finally go with their instinct instead of against their instinct towards their love for you. And they know that this relationship was different, right? So special. But that's why whatever that happened between you, it hurt them so deeply that they kind of went into their little cave here. You know, it hurt them so deeply because they loved you so much that they went into this cave here. But I definitely feel like this willingness it's coming full circle. They're coming back around, and they want and will ask you for sure for this new beginning right here, this Ace of Wands. So here is your final guidance from Spirit. Abundantia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So beautiful. So this is going to be about you. Like, are you open to receiving this energy back into your life? Because you may be getting a lot of love coming towards you in abundance. Beautiful. So make sure that you leave me a comment. Make sure that you also write the affirmation of the day in the comment box below. And that affirmation is, my future is beautiful. It is stunningly beautiful. However, which way you want to write it, it's all about you being in the vibration of knowing that you have great things coming to you. Of course, if you'd like to have a private reading with me or order any of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey to love and success and abundance, all of the links are in the box below. So thank you guys so much for being here. You know how much I love and appreciate you, and I'll see you all on the next video. All right, my beautiful ones who chose the Rose Garden. This is your reading answering the question, am I on his or her mind? Is my twin flame, soulmate, beloved thinking of me? And if so, what are they thinking about you? What are their true thoughts, their true feelings? What would they say to you from their higher self? What is it that they would like to do? How would they like to proceed with this connection? Are there any actions that they would like to take towards you and this connection? We're going to look at it all. All right, so I'm getting this feeling right here that there has definitely, and this is a stronger energy coming through here, there has definitely been some form of abandonment that has happened here. I feel it very strongly that you feel, or they feel, or you both feel that at some level you may have abandoned each other, like you almost like gave up on each other. I feel also that the reason why this may have happened is because something went on in this connection where it became extremely intense. Okay, I'm getting a very intense energy coming from this connection. There was this very intense relationship that you had. And I feel that it was from the moment that you met. There was a tremendous amount of intensity here, heaviness, because I do feel that there were certain amounts of conflict that happened. I do feel that with your person, it's like they really have struggled. They're almost coming from this energy of, I have been abandoned in the past. Almost like they have felt let down or abandoned by almost everybody in their life, from their childhood up to their adulthood. For some of you, and this may not be for all of you, I'm also feeling that your love may have recently been through some form of divorce or separation from somebody else. Either it was a spouse that they were actually married to, or it was just a really serious relationship. They may have been living together. They may have, have some sort of ties together. But I'm feeling that that connection, that relationship, whether it was a marriage or a serious commitment, really messed them up. Okay. And I feel like they were with that person because it actually represented some part of their own childhood that they thought they could heal. But the sad part of this is that they were wrong. Okay, so it's like the connection that they had before they met you, they thought that this connection was going to heal their issues. They thought that this connection was going to heal their childhood. They thought that through that marriage or through that relationship, they were going to feel whole again. They were going to be able to not feel the abandonment that they have felt before. But what I'm feeling here is that they were sorely wrong, because for some reason that person or that relationship was just like the others, as in they also behaved in the same way. I feel that they abandoned your person in the same way, or let them down, or betrayed them in some way. And so I feel that even if a lot of time has gone on, because I feel like for some of you, this may have been somewhat recent, right? Like they're coming out of this, or they're still coming out of it, and it hasn't been that long. But I feel that for some of you, it has been a certain amount of time, and they have been trying to heal from that, but it's still there. Like it's still there as this very negative energy that is within them. Okay, very negative energy. And I'm feeling for some of you that that there is also an energy of like they may have kids from another relationship or another marriage. That's just for some of you, not for all of you. And so there's also a lot that they are responsible for. So I'm getting a more of a bit of a serious energy coming from your love here. So in terms of answering the question, are you on their mind? Yes, you are very much on their mind, but the problem is, and they're going through a lot of pain, okay? They're going through a lot of suffering if they are in some form of separation from you. And it doesn't even have to be a formal separation. It could even just be that you're struggling to connect right now. It's almost like even if you are together, you're just having a hard time having a deep connection, because I feel that your love is distracted. I feel like they might be distracted with other responsibilities. They may have children from that previous relationship that are wanting their attention or that need their attention. The other relationship that they were in before, that person may be toxic and may still be trying to demand their energy. Again, I feel like that's for some of you, but not for all of you. But I do feel that there is a heaviness here, a heavier energy where it's like they're getting to a point where they're feeling very fed up by life, okay? They're at this point with this Nine of Wands and this King of Pentacles in reverse that tells me that they are getting really, really dissipated, tired, exhausted. They feel like they've been spent. They feel like they just have too many people or situations that are demanding something of them. And they are getting really tired of always fulfilling other people's needs while ignoring their own. See, I feel that they are a responsible person. They do mean very well, and they're trying their best to help these people who are counting on them or who are relying on them for their own emotional needs or their material needs. I feel like maybe they are supporting other people in some way. It could be parents, it could be siblings, it could be kids, it could even be an ex that they have to support in some way, right? So it's like they're trying their best. They have been trying their best, but they're getting really, really exhausted now. They're getting really tired of being the person who's always left holding the ball. I feel like it's always like, it's almost the energy of, why does everybody just dump their crap on me? And I feel like that is what may have distracted them away also from their connection with you, because I feel like they do think of you very, very much, but yet it's so hard for them to focus on you and your connection and your relationship together because of these constant distractions, these constant other energies. And it's made them really start to feel very wounded, distracted, and on guard. You know, it's like they're just tired. They're tired of everybody kind of extricating their pound of flesh from them. You know, they feel like, I hate to say it, but it's like a blood-sucking energy. I don't know why. It's like this energy, like they feel like everybody sucks their blood and they just have no blood left to give. And what they would really like to do is to be able to focus on their love for you. Now, I'm also getting a specific energy here. I do feel that this is coming from a divine masculine. from the Divine Masculine Collective, actually. I don't know why. It's like this strong energy where I feel like it's the Divine Masculine who is feeling this, okay, in whatever situation the masculine energy is in. And of course, I always say the masculine doesn't have to be a biological thing. It is an energy. I just use he or she for simplification, okay? But I do feel that between this King of Pentacles in reverse, right, all of the responsibilities that the masculine has, the fact that the masculine feels very, very burdened and very wounded and tired right now, within all of that, their mind, their heart, their passion goes to their feminine. This Queen of Wands represents what they truly think and feel about their feminine, which is they want to be with their feminine. They want to be with their person. And they feel that they have had to compromise so much, and really not, they feel that they've had to compromise so much that they haven't been able to be with you in the way that they want to be. They feel that they have lacked the strength that they wanted to have for you. And I feel like if they want to move forward, which I know that they do, because I can tell from this energy, and I can also tell from their specific messages to you, which we're going to get to, but I do feel that they are looking for some strength, right? Because this Nine of Wands, you know, it's like the opposing energy of this. This is when you have lost your energy, lost your strength, lost your, you know, your enthusiasm for life. You know, you're just sitting there like, man, you know, why does it have to be so painful? Why does it have to be so difficult? I'm exhausted, right? So they're looking to come out of this and come back into this strength energy, because they know that they are going to need it in order to have the connection or the relationship that they truly want to have with you, with their feminine especially, right? So they're looking to find that strength. The other thing that I think has also gone on here that has made it very difficult is that I think as your person is burdened and overextended by their responsibilities, trying to make these compromises, trying to make things work, but starting to resent all the compromises that they do have to make. It's like, I feel like the way that they try to answer that, or the way they try to deal with that, is by being more controlling. Because see, when you feel that you have too many burdens, too many things going on, you don't feel like you're on top of it, right? With the King of Pentacles, you know, when it's in its upright position, this is the energy of somebody who feels like they are in control, like they are really grounded, really down to earth. They have it going on. They got things in control. Their material world, their work, their finances, their family, their home, everything. They have their ducks in a row, and they're feeling really solid and good in that energy. But the fact that your love's energy came up as this King of Pentacles in reverse tells us that they are seeking to find more control in their situation. They don't feel as confident, as grounded, as stable as they would like to feel. And that is another reason why they have not been able to make you a better offer, or they have not been able to offer you more of their love, their energy, their time. I also feel that time has definitely been an issue here. I feel that you both have felt that you haven't had enough time to spend together, that there is always some other responsibility, some other distraction, something that is pulling your person in a different direction, and oftentimes that direction is away from you. So what they try to do is they try to gain momentum, try to get what they want by trying to control situations. And oftentimes I'm feeling that this control takes a negative turn, as in it doesn't come out in the most positive way. And I do feel that you guys may have butted heads about this. Like, you may have felt at some point that they were starting to act like they're too controlling, that they needed to have things their way or the highway, right? Like, it's like, I have to have things my way because my life is more complicated than yours, right? So it's almost like they may have demanded more of your compromise. Like they may have wanted you to compromise more than what they are compromising for the situation. And I feel that for some of you, you started to feel like you are giving more than you are receiving. The reciprocity is not there, right? You felt more and more that you are the only one who is compromising here. You are not getting that back. This mutual understanding, flexibility, give and take brings rewards. You were giving, but you weren't receiving. Okay. And that's why I feel like there may have been, some sort of struggle or separation here that has gone on because of your love's need to control a situation in order to feel more confident or feel like they are more stable. So this is definitely something that you need to think about as well, because I feel like they're also, they're coming to this realization that they asked you to compromise more than they should have, and that it wasn't fair to you. Okay, they're coming to that realization because I feel that they are understanding the places in which they let you down. And I also feel that when things got really difficult here, because if you did have some sort of a confrontation here, or some sort of an argument or a discussion because things were just not working out, they weren't going in the direction that you wanted them to go to, I feel that your person may have also abandoned, like they may have abandoned this connection, or they may have stepped away, or they may have given up on this because they just felt overwhelmed with this energy. So see, look at their specific messages to you. They are messages of somebody who gave up too soon, and now they are regretting that. Like they may have stepped away or given up too soon on the connection because they got overwhelmed by it. See, I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. Okay. When times got tough, I gave up on you too soon. And I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. So I'm feeling for some of you here, because there is this very, very deep love here, like this deep passion that your love feels for you, a lot of passionate energy here. And with their other responsibilities, I feel that for some of you, they may have kind of tried to keep you in that friend's energy, even though you were more than friends. I almost feel like, for some of you who they may have children from a previous relationship, or they may have other family members in their life that they are responsible for. I almost feel like even though you were the love of their life, even though you were romantically involved, they may have kind of said to the other people that you are a friend, right? They may not have wanted to open up the truth of your relationship to these other people. That may have also been something that may have gotten in the way or really hurt you. Again, this is only for some of you, may not resonate for all. Just take what resonates for you. But I do feel that as these responsibilities and as all of this got more and more difficult, that they definitely gave up on this connection. But now it's like they are coming back around, okay? They are looking for that strength. They are getting stronger and stronger because they know that you are their Queen of Wands. And it's like they want to bring this connection back, right? With this, I want to reconcile. I abandoned you and myself, right? They want to take action. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. And look at this wondrous universe. Walk in beauty. All right. So this is a beautiful energy of them saying, look, it is time for me to come out of this energy that has been obstructing me. It's time for me to come out of, trying to control every situation, asking my love to compromise more than I have compromised, and to finally take action and show that, hey, you know what? I can do that too. I can give, not just take, and I do feel that they think that you are extremely beautiful. Okay, there's something about you with this Queen of Wands and walk in beauty. I do feel that they are really taken in by your beauty. They think you are stunningly beautiful. They're incredibly passionate about you, incredibly excited about you. But all of that kind of got veiled under these negative kind of burdensome energies, or like, energies of feeling really down and exhausted. But look at this. There's some beautiful action coming through here for the both of you, and hopefully a reconciliation soon. And here's your final message from Spirit. Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children grow. So this is beautiful. So for those of you who are in some sort of a situation where your love may have kids, or you have kids, you both have kids, this can be a very loving energy and guidance from Spirit saying that, no, you can make this work. You guys can bring your families together if that is what you want to do. You are good at this. You can make this work. You can make this happen. Beautiful. So make sure you leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of your reading. If you'd like to put the affirmation of the day, which is my future is beautiful, you can also write that in the box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading or order any of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey to love, success, and abundance, all of the links are in the box below. So you know how much I love and believe in you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next video.